Good afternoon. I'm Spot On Weather meteorologist Matthew Euler, and today we're going to examine the upcoming long-range forecast for Southeast Virginia, as well as the tropical threats. Yes, there are tropical troubles out there right now, folks. We have to be really focused in on right now. So let's jump right into it. Currently across Southeast Virginia, we do have a few scattered rain showers, and I've been watching these throughout the day. They're actually moving from the southeast towards the northwest, generally opposite of the normal flow of the moisture across Southeast Virginia. Normally we're in the westerly wind belt, so things generally move from west to east offshore. But today something different is happening, and the moisture is moving from the ocean towards the land, from the southeast toward the northwest. And that is due to the fact that we have a hurricane that is sitting southeast of Cape Hatteras right now by the name of Jose. So right now we have a little bit of cloud coverage, a little bit of scattered really light rain showers that are pivoting around Jose, which sits well to the southeast at the present time. So a mostly cloudy day right now across Southeast Virginia. Looking at the current analysis, there is Hurricane Jose. Again, I mentioned it's sitting southeast of Cape Hatteras, North Carolina. An area of high pressure over the Midwest. A frontal system sits over the Midwest at this point in time. The upper level winds at 30,000 feet. Generally, we're having a trough of low pressure across the western United States and a ridge across the eastern United States. And that is going to be a common theme over this forecast period of discussion. Looking at the forecast for tomorrow, Monday, the 18th of September, this is actually tomorrow morning. This is tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Hurricane Jose continues moving northward up the coast, northward towards eventually targeting New England. We're generally going to have some scattered rain showers that'll continue periodically on and off. Not a washout, but they will pivot into the Southeast Virginia area around the counterclockwise circulation around Jose. We will also see an increase in the winds from the northeast and then north as Jose continues to make his way northward. Overall, the upper level pattern again is favoring a troughing pattern in the northwestern United States and generally a ridging pattern across the eastern United States. Forecast for Tuesday, the 19th of September, again 8 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Jose continues moving north. It's now to the northeast of Virginia Beach at this point in time. We will now have a wind shift. Northeast winds tomorrow, breezy, gusty, and then by Tuesday morning we're expecting the winds to shift more to a northerly direction. And the troughing of lower pressure at the 30,000 foot level, this is the jet stream. These yellow colors indicate the axis of the jet stream or the strongest winds in the upper atmosphere over the western United States. And we still remain in more of a lighter wind regime pattern across the eastern United States. Moving on to Wednesday, the 20th of September. Now look where Jose goes. Jose is actually right off of Cape Cod. So it's going to be a very close call. This is the American GFS model we're looking at here. However, on the European model, Jose does get even closer to brushing into New England and going into New England and scraping basically southeast Massachusetts, possibly eastern Long Island. Definitely something to keep an eye on in the coming days as far as possible landfall. New England does not get many hurricanes, that's for sure. Looking at the pattern at the 30,000 foot level, the jet stream level, troughing continues over the northwestern portion of the United States. Lighter wind regimes continue over the eastern United States. What do I mean by lighter wind regimes? The closer these white lines are packed together, the stronger the wind flow. So you notice over the eastern United States, they're further apart. We don't have as many white lines packed over Virginia here. So very tight packing of these height contours or height lines in the upper atmosphere indicates a lot more windier conditions at jet stream level, whereas we're lighter winds here. So we expect on Wednesday, as Jose pulls away for Southeast Virginia, we expect the winds to shift now to the northwest, and they will lighten up as the pressure gradient will also relax somewhat by Wednesday. Looking at Thursday, the forecast for Thursday, the 21st of September, as we head towards the first day of fall, Jose now has moved east of Cape Cod, so it's well out to sea at this point. On the screen here to the bottom right, you're starting to see Maria. Right now, Maria is a tropical storm just to the east of the Leeward Islands. Really concerning about Maria is it's expected to intensify to a major Category 3 hurricane within the next 48 to 72 hours as it approaches similar locations that Irma had hit in the Leeward Islands, as well as Maria may actually impact Puerto Rico this go around. So Puerto Rico definitely have to keep an eye on this one. It could be a major hurricane, a Category 3 system with greater than 111 mile per hour winds. Looking at the pattern at the upper levels, we have a trough of lower pressure again remaining over the western United States as a whole. And most of the jet stream energy, the increased wind shear would be well to the north. The tropical areas of the western Atlantic Ocean basin have very light winds, which is favorable for intensification of tropical systems. For Thursday in southeast Virginia, we're not expecting much in the way of any weather. Scattered showers to the south over the Carolinas at that time. Now by Friday, you're starting to see now Maria is a hurricane at this point, and it's starting to move northwestward, make that turn northwestward. Jose, you'll notice, does a loop. It's doing a loop again. We just can't seem to get rid of Jose. Jose's already done one loop, and now it may actually do another clockwise loop around this high pressure system positioned over Maine. Remember again that hurricanes tend to follow the path of least resistance, which is towards lower pressure. Well, with this high pressure situated the way it is over Maine, it's basically not allowing Jose to readily escape out to sea. It's actually pushing Jose away from it, and now Jose is starting to do a loop. So we have to keep an eye on Jose. We do expect a weakening trend with the system, if not extratropical transition, by the time it gets up off the coast of New England. The trough in the western United States at the jet stream level at about 30,000 feet will deepen even further by Friday. So you expect cooler and showery weather across the western United States. And again, the winds are very relaxed over the eastern United States, indicating a very weak steering flow and a very favorable environment for intensification of tropical systems. Here's a summary of what's going on in the tropics right now, courtesy of the National Hurricane Center. There you see Hurricane Jose's location in relation to southeast Virginia. Down further, just to the east of the Leeward Islands, you have Tropical Storm Maria, which is expected again to intensify into a hurricane. And then you have Lee, which was earlier a tropical storm, is now weakening to has weakened to a tropical depression at this time. So again, Maria and Jose are the two big ones for our area, the eastern United States. And then looking longer range at 25th and 26th, this gets real interesting for the southeast U.S. as well as the mid-Atlantic. We have Hurricane Jose, which has weakened tremendously, but is still out there doing the loop. And then you have you have Hurricane Maria that's coming up from the Leeward Islands from Puerto Rico area, moving northwestward, approaching the southeast coast by the 25th. And then by the 26th, look at where, this is interesting now, look at how close Maria is getting now to the southeast coast, mid-Atlantic coast of the United States. It's a fairly strong hurricane at this point in time. It's something we really have to watch, and based on the upper level wind patterns, there's very relaxed winds, which will favor this system to at least maintain its intensity as a minimum. Let's take a look at the extended outlook now for southeast Virginia. Wondering what's going to happen the next few days. For tonight, we're looking for cloudy skies with some widely scattered showers and a low of 72. Mostly cloudy conditions. For Monday, mostly cloudy conditions continue with some widely scattered showers and a high of 78. By Monday night, we're looking at mostly cloudy conditions with scattered showers once again. Low of 68. By Tuesday, some morning showers, breezy conditions, high of 77. And by Tuesday night, the sky condition again remains mostly cloudy, but things do dry out somewhat by Tuesday night as Jose begins to pull away, a low of 68 degrees. So there's your extended outlook for Southeast Virginia. So here are my short-range final thoughts on this video. We can expect seasonal weather for southeastern Virginia with high temperatures ranging between the upper 70s to lower 80s over the next 5 days. We do expect scattered showers. They'll be not all the time, not a washout. So for your outdoor plans, things won't be rained out too bad, but we do expect some scattered showers as Jose moves northward. We do expect scattered showers to pivot around Jose. Along with breezy conditions, northeast winds tomorrow will be picking up 15 to 25 miles per hour, possible higher gusts to 30 miles per hour, and then those winds will shift around to the northerly direction, basically 20 to 25 gusts to 30, possibly as high as 35 miles per hour along the immediate coast as Jose moves up the coast. It will remain, the center of Jose remains offshore, no landfall is expected. We are keeping a very close eye on Tropical Storm Maria in the long range, as it may impact the Hampton Roads area between 24 and 28 September, or be very close by. So Maria, again, is the one to watch. And as we show here, look how close, a 926 millibar hurricane, which isn't too far away by the 26th of September. And the general pattern has basically flip-flopped or reversed. We now have a trough over the western United States and a ridge over the eastern United States as the pattern has changed. Late August, early September, it was the opposite. We had more of a ridge over the west and a trough over the east. What does this mean? This means that with this type of setup, a trough over the west and the ridge over the east, we are going to have very light or weak steering wind flow patterns for possible tropical landfalls. In other words, there won't be increased shear to rip the tropical systems apart based on those charts, and the systems will just, they're going to meander around, as you're seeing with Jose, might do another loop. So it's real interesting. We got to keep a close eye on the tropics. They have really heated up over the last few weeks. Actually, since Harvey made landfall into South Texas, things have really got going. And so that's our main concern at the present time. Keep it tuned to Spot On Weather. Spot On Weather, we're here to provide the latest, most accurate forecasts for southeastern Virginia. And we sure appreciate your viewership. And we ask you spread the word. We would love to have more subscribers. That wraps up this session of Spot On Weather, tropical threats, as well as the forecast. Remember, we're Spot On Weather. If we're not spot on, we're not doing it right. Have a great Sunday, everyone.